Something to know about me, I'm typically bad at rhythm games that aren't named Rhythm Thief. However, when I saw a Newgrounds game called Friday Night Funkin', I decided to give it a try and was surprised by two things. One, wow, am I actually good at this game? Two, this game has a fantastic soundtrack! So of course I had to make at least one video about this. But there are friends of mine that love this game too. Which one should I invite? I got it. And I know just how to summon him.
Alex, what are you doing on Twitter? Who's Min Min?
Do I hear the sound of someone bad-mouthing Min Min?
Yeah, blame Lawrence.
Wait, what?
Well, now that Lawrence has been disintegrated again. Yo, Ant, you want a collab?
Well, I do have a lot of work to get done, and...
It's about FNF.
Sold! There's one thing everybody loves about Friday Night Funkin', aside from the amazing art style, it's the music. So Sep and I are working together to count down our own favorite tracks. First, I want to try something. Hold still, dude. Voila!
Hey, love the new look. We actually made our own lists and put them together, and thankfully there isn't a single track in the game either of us dislike.
Excuse me, but Peebo exists.
Yeah, fair enough, I ain't a big fan of Monster, but the 10 that made this list are still absolute blast to listen to.
And just a quick disclaimer, some aspects of this game are not very wholesome or family friendly, so viewer discretion's advised. But aside from that, I'm ready to get funky.
Same here, pal. Let's do this thing! Being completely honest, out of all the weeks in the game, week 4 had the best set of songs in my opinion.
Every track in Mommy Must Murder is an absolute bomb. And what better way to start our run through the funkiest of Friday nights than with Satin Panties?
The first few notes are all you need to know that this week's gonna be something else entirely. Mommy Maris is a popular pop star in universe, and they nailed that feel perfectly in this week 4 opener.
This song has multiple instances of bouncy stroll while atop a limo, and even a few hints of what later songs bring with duets sprinkled throughout. This was the first song to have a true duet in it.
What about Pico?
We'll get to that. Anyways, Satin Panties was the first true duet song, and the following songs after would capitalize on it hard.
The harmony between BF and the girlfriend's mom is so nice to listen to, and while it feels a tad bit short, Satin Panties is nothing but fun to play and listen to. Side note, it drives me irrationally mad when people call this song Satin Panties.
I could make a stupidly lewd joke about that, but this game's already the opposite of family-friendly. Plus, I've seen enough Newgrounds content to know where that rabbit hole dives.
We better get to the next entry before the 34th rule catches up with us.
This song should have been higher.
Week 6 delivered a very different style to the game, making everything pixelated to fit the main duo being trapped inside a video game.
Once again, the first song is pretty amazing. Anyone ever heard of the opener effect?
The what?
The opener effect. It's when the first song in a Friday Night Funkin' week is the best one.
I mean, I like it a lot, but I feel a different song in the week did more for me. The speed of the song is perfect for the game, but I feel how soft it is throws me for more loops than Sonic runs through.
Fair point. Senpai over here is simply performing a 16-bit serenade towards the girlfriend, competing with our blue-haired hero of the day to win her heart. And BF ain't having any of it.
And you gotta love how, despite being rivals here, they still have parts where they sing together. Makes for a pretty cool romantic comedy, because it seems pretty funny to me.
Get a load of those guys' mood whiplash when you... Wait, what? Ah, alright.
Who was it?
I couldn't tell, but he sounded mad.
Back on topic with the song, ironic how the week's called Hating Simulator when we find a lot to love here.
Absolutely. Wow, I wonder why that call was so adamant about me not finishing my thought. We'll get back to that, I think. It's Spooky Month!
Man, that first bit that Skid and Pump start singing is so gosh darn catchy. Also, Skid and Pump? That's pretty neat.
And here, ladies and gents, is our first guest character to crack the list. And they won't be our last. Oh yeah, did I ever mention that Friday Night Funkin' was a celebration of all things Newgrounds?
It's so cool. As for the song itself, once again, it opens the week up with a bang and a banger. You also gotta love the little touches like how Skid and Pump sing 2 notes each because they work together to sing.
And when they ain't singing, they're doing the iconic spooky dance.
The song's got the exact right pace for this point in the game, being quick enough to keep the player on their toes, but not too much to make it look like, certain mods.
It is the first song of week 2, after all, appropriately called Spooky Month. And for a good beginning song, it does its job nicely, easing you into the spooky times you'll have with these two rambunctious kids.
Also, boyfriend and girlfriend are afraid of thunder and lightning, and that's adorable.
At least they ain't afraid of lemons.
Neither am I. Lemonade?
Ooh, wait, Freaky Aliens didn't give you these, did they?
No.
Set, run!
Out of here. Well, we should be safe for the remainder of the video. What's next?
Dude, chill. You got the wrong number. Oh, that was you!
If there was one song I was looking forward to playing before I started playing the game, it was definitely this one. This feels like something out of a Rocky film montage, but is used more so as an argument between two ends of this funky love triangle.
Senpai's little serenade from earlier didn't work, so he goes for the throat and takes his anger out on Boyfriend. Befitting that dialogue from earlier, he strikes hard with this song, ramping up the speed, and it even seems that his fangirls are miffed at his loss from earlier.
This song is pretty difficult, especially during this part. What even? You're lucky you got a nice voice, dude, because that's just dirty.
I had to chop him at the throat for pulling off such a cheap trick. That'll shut him up.
Don't worry, Ant. He gets his.
Yeah, this dude's kind of messed up. Fitting for a guy who's been trapped in a video game by a demon dad.
Though you've gotta wonder, how did boyfriend and girlfriend get in there in the first place?
That's a good question. How in the heck did they?
What? There's no way Mommy Mears was that salty after losing. Weird. Don't play with guns, kids.
Well, look who just showed up. If it ain't the original poster boy of Newgrounds in the early 2000s, Pico. Here's someone who shook the internet and still does.
The original Pico school game is a bit f***ed up, but the appearance is still nice regardless.
Pico's original game had him take on some pretty heavy stuff that I won't really discuss here. Besides, other channels have done it before, but let's get out of the history class and straight to the music. Pico shoots beats as much as he shoots bullets.
The tone of his voice lets you know right away that we're treading on some new ground.
Hilarious.
Seriously though, Pico means business in this rap battle against his ex.
Oh yeah, it's fan and turn canon that BF and Pico used to date, and the boyfriend is bisexual. LGBT representation for the win.
As for the song, it's pretty intense. You somewhat hear in Boyfriend's voice that he's somewhat unsteady, knowing full well that a deadly weapon is 2 feet in front of him.
And that Pico's easily capable of using that thing like it was just a toy.
But is actually trying not to. According to the lore, Daddy Dearest hired Pico to take care of the boyfriend after his loss to him in week 1. But Pico still somewhat cared about Boyfriend, so he challenged him to a rap battle instead.
Judging by how well Boyfriend did in that week, Pico decided to help him out later down the line, taking on an entire army. Just another day in the life of this mercenary. Before we head off to the next entry, I did say that week 4 had the first true duet, and while this song did have a semblance of one, however, both rappers are doing their own thing during that segment.
What is with the first song of the week in this game?
The Oprah effect in action, dude. Plus, the song bopped so hard that it shattered Newgrounds.
Ladies and Mental Gen, guest appearance number 4, the Tank Man. Week 7 stars the driver of the iconic Newgrounds tank and his army. The moment Tank Man starts singing his song, you know it will absolutely rock, and you gotta love the expression he makes when he says, ugh.
The FNF team definitely nailed that expression of disgust to a T. And this man of war is out to deliver a song of war as he swaps beats with BF in arguably the most catchy song of this week.
I agree. Ugh. Captures the rock feel very well as being funny in various areas. Girlfriend does not give a single crap about 2 guns being pointed her way. Also, if you lose at this song, or others in week 7 for that matter, the Tank Man will make fun of you.
My dead grandmother has more nimble fingers, come on!
Oh, shut up, you! Your army got destroyed by a kid with twin firearms.
Kinda serves him right for his choice of words for boyfriend and girlfriend. It's a testament to this game and song's quality for how much of a fan favorite this track became after the update. As Ant mentioned earlier, the website crashed from so many people wanting to play. Wait, that sounds familiar.
Thankfully, we won't see websites stressed like that for a while, as the FNF team's full efforts are on developing the full-ass game. Yes, that's what it's called.
Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night!
This one's our unanimous fave of Week 5, surprisingly enough.
Surprisingly, this is my favorite track in the game. The backing music sounds like something out of Mario Kart, the vocals from all three characters involved is amazing, the harmony in some segments is friggin' fantastic, and the VF even gets his own solo near the end. I love this song!
Whoa, easy there, Sep. I absolutely agree with the points that he made, as I love the vocals, the solo, the music, and the overall Christmas-themed feel that this track has. Makes you want to sit down and have a nice cup of eggnog.
Way ahead of you, pal! Also, check out that background. You can see a lot of cool cameos from Henry, Hatsune Miku, and even foreshadowing.
Oh crap, it's him! What the heck is he doing there?
Even monsters love Christmas, including the demons pointing a gun at Santa! What is it with this game and guns?
Well, it is a Newgrounds game. The site's known for edgy humor and graphic violence.
Wanna know the real funny thing? Santa's face ain't like that out of fear.
What?
Maybe later.
I mean, with an outfit like that, why wouldn't he? Nope, not now.
We better go before we end up on the naughty list. You know, things going south is usually a bad thing, yet here we are.
Time for a spooky month encore. The song's stupid hard, but stupid catchy, and the better of the two Skid and Pump songs.
You can tell that the two are having an absolute blast singing this in their voices, and if they're having fun, so am I. Man, that's infectious.
What? It's fun to watch.
And Ant wasn't joking when he said hard. This was the first song I failed when I went for the harder difficulties.
Which one was it?
Normal. Yeah, I'm still mediocre at the traditional rhythm games.
So am I. I'm more of a Rhythm Heaven expert and Harmonite super fan, if anything.
While Spooky succeeds at being spookier, South is just so much catchier. Though the sheer simple joy the song brings makes it tricky to talk about.
Yeah, we can only say this song is great so many times.
The game itself is just fantastic. You haven't played it already? We pity you.
And your children. Well, Seb had his moment to gush. Now it's my turn!
Dad Battle indeed. This is friggin' awesome.
There have been so many bangers within the FNF album, but none have shown as bright to me as Dad Battle has. It's not just any bop, it's the very first bop of the bunch that slaps harder than me when Seb slanders Midman as a joke!
I just don't find her fun to play. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Well, I do. Anyways, Dad Battle's main reason for bopping so well is the synergy that BF and Daddy Dearest show throughout the song. Catching the beat after the other lets it loose and surfing it like a giant wave. Sure, the sensation doesn't last too long, but it's a fun ride through and through.
I agree. Dad Battle, while somewhat short, is a total blast, and the music within it is pretty much the reason I started watching the Rec D lyric videos.
Now, if my favorite and Sep's favorite didn't reach the top spot, then what did?
We'll find out soon, but we do have a few honorable mentions. Consider this the number 11 choice of today's list.
This song really nails the feeling of flying high and sets the bar for the next mommy nearest song of the bunch.
To this day, I still can't beat this on normal, but the song itself rocks.
Tankman's solo makes this song, honestly.
Everybody gangster till Tankman starts yodeling.
Beep, 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 beep.
Simple song to start week 5, but pleasant one at that.
I ain't too big on it, but it technically scored high enough to be in the honorable mentions.
Considering I like Winter Horrorland more, that says something about my tastes.
I'll be completely honest, I do not like this song. I'm not a fan of how it sounds.
And again, it barely averaged more points than Blammed on our combined list, and I ranked that song above Bo Peebo.
That beatboxing at the beginning is so friggin' good.
If you haven't, I recommend you check out the sick vocals given to the Boyfriend remix. They might not be suited for children's ears, though. Parents, monitor your kids.
And finally, number 1. I don't think I can say that on this channel.
I mean, in this case, it probably means Mommy I Love Funkin', because hoo boy, this song has gained the status of legendary.
I wasn't kidding when I said week 4 had the best music, and this one is the fan favorite, and obviously one of ours as well.
It reached number 1 despite being both of our second favorites, but any hoozle. Mommy Nearest's magnum opus is a song worth listening to for any reason. Hype vocals, the glorious music, and an absolutely divine beat drop!
The various main parts of the piece are all beautiful. Also, this part sounds like the Rickroll. Bonus points!
Good luck keeping your seat in your seat, because this track's so infectiously catchy, you'd think a god has drifted from the heavens and challenged you to a battle of song.
Of course it's as hard as it looks, cut. Holy crap! The entire time you'd be headbanging so hard that it's hard to focus on the arrows you need to hit. I died again.
I just counted death number 34. Oh, dang it!
This entire track is fantastic. Not much left to say. I'm Alex S. Warrior.
And I'm AnthonyM, the gamer artist.
Thanks for joining me today, pal.
No problem, dude. And to all you ladies and gents back home, stay vibin'!
See you in the next video. Goodbye.
Heyo, lads and lasses. AnthonyM, the gamer artist here. I just wanted to say a big thanks to Sep for bringing me along. I drew the thumbnail art and the sketchy and multiverse-styled assets you saw here today. I figured I'd do that for my Countdown debut, and I thank you all so much for watching. You can catch me in many different comment sections of many things, as well as on Twitter. I draw things and generally speak about whatever crosses my mind. Maybe I'll see you in a future Countdown, Sep. Later, folks!
We better get to the next entry before the 31st. The 31st? We've invented a new number.
Friday Night Funkin' team definitely nailed that expression of it. Frick!
The expression of frick.
Retake.
Frick.
Okay. It's not just any bop. It's the very first bop of the bunch that slaps harder than me when slaps.
Sleps.
That calls for a retake.
Sleps.
Okay. That's going into the frickin' that's going into the blooper reel.
The S in LXS Warrior stands for slep.